Well, I thought it was a well-played game, and in my opinion, a great one to watch as a fan because energy, toughness. I thought UTA came out physical, imposing their will on us, had us on our heels somewhat because we knew they could score the ball, 89.3 points a game. We knew they could score it. They have talent defensively, but their goal was to really score the ball. And they came out and they had a presence defensively and really backed us up a bit. Had us stagnant. We had no flow to us. I give them credit for that. And then once we settled in the second half, we were better because what we found was you had to be able to turn the corner on those ball screens because they were trying to keep us on the sideline the whole night. And they did a great job in the first half, and they were really working Mike and bringing bodies from the low side. We prepared for that, but that's not an easy thing to prepare for when you turn the corner on somebody right there because you only have really limited passing opportunities. But again, we settled in, and the great thing about our guys to go with 5 guards with Jay Hamp as our center. I thought our guys did a great job fighting and with some toughness, a level of grit and determination down the stretch.
Down the stretch, you guys are getting offensive boards. You guys are making your free throws finally. You're just seeing things grow right now. That's kind of been maybe not plaguing you guys early in the season, but you're seeing the improvement.
Yeah, like I said to you guys before, I mean, it'll be something different probably the next game, and then the next one after that. Maybe after 10 or 15 games, we'll identify who we are, but we're really trying to find our way. We're still trying to get a couple guys on the bench to give us production there. We got to get Mike where he's not getting in foul trouble, but it's great to be able to play and win without him in those situations. But I never worried about the free throw shooting because we put time into it, we work on it. And again, I'm not the type of guy to talk about something so much. Like, for example, I say to a guy, you got to play with confidence. And one assistant goes, you got to play with confidence. Somebody, you got to play with confidence. Now, all of a sudden, am I playing with confidence? And then he doesn't play with confidence. So I don't do a lot of talking about it. I might nudge the assistant, hey, man, get him an extra, shoot some free throw. But I don't put pressure on guys, so now it becomes a focus. Man, you practice them, let the chips fall where they may.
They out-rebounded you by 7 in the first half, and you out-rebounded them by a bunch in the second half. What was the difference?
Well, part of it, when we were driving, and then just off without watching film, we try to play off 2 feet, get all the way to the rim and lay it up. Plant both feet, go up with power. Now you have impact. But we were striding and leaning, they get a bump, make the layup, and they were limiting us to 1 rebound because they were corralling it. They were collapsing in the paint. And in the second half, we just space it out. You got to space out. You got to take the open 3 if it's there, but space out, turn the corner, and force them to make plays because, again, they came into the game with 11 block shots on the season, so they're not a shot-blocking team. So once we settled in and recognized that and get into the rim, it changed the game for us.
The guys just talked about teams knowing that you guys are going to come in, be the tougher one, being able to, they're going to be trying to deliver as many punches as you guys now. Just what have you seen? How have you seen other teams kind of attack that just kind of early this season when they know you guys are going to come in swinging?
I think that's more who I am than anything, because I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we near where we'll be in January, February. I really don't, because part of playing defense is tough, and that has to become who you are. If it's not in your DNA, we got to get it in you, and that's a lifestyle. Just daily disciplines, hard grinds, working on changing your lifestyle, improving your habits. And there's a level of grit to you. You don't have to be a street guy. You don't have to be a tough guy. You don't have to be a guy to knock somebody out in the streets. It's not about that, but it's just you have to impose your will on the guy, and you have to make the game like it's a street fight. And somebody has to win this fight. And we got to get out of here alive. And that's how we look at it. So you can't be tougher than me. I don't care whatever talent God bless you with. You will not work harder. You will not be tougher. I can control that. And after that, man, if you work on your game, you can maximize your gifts.
And where are you seeing that toughness early on to where, and especially the last game, you see the toughness come through in 3 overtimes. You guys are able to come back and impose your will there in the second half to get those boards.
Well, for me, it's really easy, and when I try to correlate it to, as a single-parent mom raising 4 kids, struggling to make ends meet, and she go to the grocery store and she get on the bus because she can't afford a car. So now all of a sudden I got grocery bags, 4 kids at a grocery store. I mean, I got to work late and I got to get up and make sure you get to school. So you mean to tell me this right here is tough? This is joy. You got to find joy in this. The hard part in this is the work. The W is joy. Now tomorrow's back to the hard. But if you can be consistent in your lifestyle the next 20, 30 years, these guys will live a great life. If this is hard, if this is the hardest thing they'll go through in their life, they'll have a tremendous life.
Coach, it makes sense hearing the way you preach about it, the way your son has talked to us. He mentioned the word breaking the other team, right?
Yes.
Going and grinding until the other team kind of says, okay, right, we can't hang with y'all anymore. We're not as tough as you guys are. Was that something you looked for in each player you brought to this team, or did you develop that and instill that in them through the summer workouts?
The biggest thing when you take, in my opinion, I've taken over many programs, is to try to find the character of a young man. And what I mean by, I want to be clear when I say character, because oftentimes you hear coaches preach about character. Well, if I'm 15, 16 years old, I don't know what my character is. I'm still trying to find my way in life. So I don't judge a guy if he got in trouble at 15, 16, or he's not a great student. That's 15, 16. The ability of a coach to be able to take him from here to here, that's a gift. So if you're a coach, you should be able to do that. I mean, everybody wants somebody positive. That's never been me. I want a guy to be rough around the edge. I want that assignment. Because that was me. I mean, not that I was low character or anything like that, but I want the guy that nobody thought could be great. That's the guy I want. Now, these guys weren't necessarily that. But for me, no, it's just, man, like, for example, I don't want to reveal his name, but one of our players, one of our coaches was talking about him. And he was talking to him. He said, man, if you chose to play for Coach Martin, that means you chose hard. But the results will be greater later. So we got to go through it now. And that's just what it is. And hard is, I don't raise my voice. I don't use cuss word. I don't do any of that. But it's like, this is what we have to do all the time. We have to go to class every day. I know you get tired. We got to go every day. And it's like, every day? Yeah, every day. And it just, you develop habits. And all of a sudden, when you get to 45 years old, you can decide to retire or keep working. It's your choice. But you got to put the work in right now. And there's no fun to it. This is not fun. Now, the W, that's fun. Wake up, get up in the morning, back at it. You got to keep going. Everybody got to go to class, and it never stops. It never stops until they put you in the casket. That's it. It's a lifestyle.
So with all this work you guys are putting in, right, the joy is paying off with key W's. How do you take this and you transfer this outside the States when you guys go to play the Cayman?
It's still basketball. But again, I mean, and I'm not, we could lose 3 in a row, but we still got a chance to be a great team. Nah, we don't want to lose 3 in a row, but we still have to go through it. You have to go, whatever it is, you got to go through it. Because there's a scouting report, there's film. Somebody has film, okay, take this away. Like it was a tough first half for Des White. He made the adjustment in the second half. He'll see some of the guys, they put a 6'8" guy on him early to make it tough for him to get shots. So now he learns how to adjust to that. Now he's ready for the next thing. Now all of a sudden, as opposed to putting 185 on the bench, now it's 205. So I know the impact of what 205 will give me. And it's just part of it, man. But again, these guys bring the heart out every day. That's the great thing about them. They work, and they're selfless. They enjoy being around each other, so they'll enjoy the coach. And I'll say that if we lose 3 in a row, 4, I would say that they'll enjoy the coach. And like I said, we just scratching the surface, in my opinion.
Zaxton King, true freshman, getting starts for you. Had some big moments there in the second half. What are you liking about him?
Good player, just steady. He's steady. Was he in here?
Yeah.
Has he been here yet?
Yeah.
Did he talk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Zaxton. See, if you ask him a question, he'll answer, but Zaxton low-key, just about his business. But no, he's just a worker, man. And he'll live out his dreams however he wanted to go, because as if he stays on the path he's on now, because, again, it's just work to him. And, oh, man, why we got to, it's just work. That's it. Guys like that, you can see it early and say, yep. 20 years later, you say, yep, I saw it at 18. Yeah, just scripted.
What about Jalen? Jalen doesn't talk a lot, but Jalen, right, he's a tough, dirty guy.
He's a worker.
He likes doing that stuff.
He's a worker. I mean, he's a slash. He's a worker. He competes 12 points, 12 rebounds. That's just who he is. I mean, and again, he still has ways to go as a ball player. I mean, and we'll get him there. He's a talented player. We got to take him to the next level. And but he wants to be good. He works hard. He and Zach, they don't do a lot of talking, but they do a lot of working. Yes.